Hey, you beautiful twin flames, and welcome to the next video in the series of understanding men and women with relation to twin flames. I'm so excited that you could join me today. And today I'm going to be talking about the way that men like to conserve their energy and how women have absolutely no thought about this at all. This is a really great concept because we can really begin to understand why sometimes it seems that men, perhaps feel like they're ignoring or feel like they're not putting any effort in or feel like they're just not giving it what women would like to give it. All right. So let me just talk about the difference here between men and women. And I'm going to use the tarot because I can, because it's going to agree with me. I'm going to prove that my tarot agrees with me. I'm not going to use that deck though. I'm going to use this deck just for fun. Okay, here we go. I love the tarot. Look at this. Let's do men first. All right, men hold on to the energy that they have as if their life depends on it. Okay, look at this, literally holding on to all of their energy here. And of course, in the tarot, the pentacles represent the physicality, within our third dimension, our physical reality. All right, so men don't just hold on to this. Let's see what the next card is. Wow, I love this. They feel balanced when they give their energy to the things that they know are going to have justice. Now, what do I mean by this? Well, this is really interesting because if a man believes he can succeed or have justice in something, in his mind, look at the sword there, right? Then he'll be willing to give it his time. On the other hand, his time and energy. And on the other hand, if he believes that he is not going to be successful in doing so, then he will not give his time to that task. Okay. Look at this. This card is the strength card. This is literally a man conserving all of his strength. I guess you could call it survival mode, where he feels that if he doesn't need to expend energy on it, then it's not worth expending energy on. As an example, a classic example, if a man is home on his own and he doesn't have to impress anyone, let's say he lives by himself and he's hungry, he'll literally grab something quick and easy, not all times, but if he's getting to the stage of being tired and he just wants a quick snack before bed, he'll literally grab the snack. He might just rip the top off of whatever it is and eat the snack. Leave the rubbish on the bench or wherever, or the trash on the bench, and then he'll just maybe hop into bed because that's what suits him on an energetic level. On the other hand, let's move to women now. Women, if they believe that their energy is not centered around completing a certain task with all of their might and all of their love and all of their contentedness, let's say, then they don't feel like they can even perhaps go to sleep. All right, so for some women, and this is of course a generalized statement here, if they were going to do the same thing, if they lived on their own and were going to have a snack, they would probably, perhaps depending on their personality, get the scissors to cut whatever it is that they're using open, perhaps, eat what they were going to eat, put that in the trash, then maybe they've got a makeup or skin routine before bedtime, before they hop into bed, and they're going to perhaps change into their pajamas and brush their teeth, and they've got a whole ritual of things that they believe that they need to do. This is funny. And if they do all of those things, ticking all the boxes, having a victory here, there might be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different things, then they're going to feel victorious in this expending of energy. And they don't see that their energy is limited. Okay, they don't see that their energy is limited. In fact, they're kind of childlike here, and they're kind of like, well, I've got the energy to give to this and that and this and that. And so they keep offering their energy out. Look at this. It looks like a light bulb. Literally, they could be an electricity company or an energy company, the females here, in comparison to a man. So this is sometimes why when men speak to women, they give a short answer. The woman might say, how was your day today? And the man might say, it was great. And she might be, well, what happened today? And he might go, nothing much. And she might be like, wow, he really doesn't want to talk to me tonight. And so she'll use up all her energy getting annoyed with the fact that he's not putting in the energy for the conversation, perhaps. So men really kind of come from that caveman space of, I'm going to sit in the cave, I'm going to sit in the cave, I'm going to sit in the cave until I have to go out and hunt, right? And women kind of are the gatherers, let's say, and they kind of say, oh, well, maybe I'll organize, the planting of this seed, and maybe I'll light the campfire, and then maybe I'll, make sure that the campfire is lit in that perfect place, before I even eat. And then maybe we could add this and this and this. And so it becomes, for a woman, she likes to add all these, I don't know if you've heard of the expression, a woman's touch to everything. She might even have a special way that she brushes her teeth, or that she combs her hair, and she does it the same way every time. Many men, not all, of course, this is a general video, many men realize that their energy is important, and they believe that it's limited. So they believe that it has a shelf life, and that if it's not necessary to expend their energy, then maybe they shouldn't do that. Okay, so we have two differences here. Men truly believe that they have more energy. Women truly believe that they have more energy, and that it's kind of unending, all right? And men believe that their energy has a shelf life, that it only goes for so long. So if they've been at work all day long, 9 times out of 10 they're going to come home and do the minimal, okay? And that would include, talking to their partner or their spouse or their, significant other, okay? So it's not necessarily that they're trying to shut you down, the women that are listening today, but they really are just trying to conserve their energy. And when you conserve your energy, if you don't think that you should give your time to something, then you won't. Would you rather watch Netflix and chill, or would you rather have a really, really long conversation about why the woman's bringing up Auntie Jean, didn't call last Sunday, and she was supposed to perhaps call and tell her, what the plans were for that next weekend. And so the woman can kind of go into a space of feeling that her energy, and I'm going to say feeling again, feeling that her energy has no limits, Okay, even when she's tired, she still might be trying to tidy up the house. Or I'm not trying to put any kind of, old paradigms in it here, but I'm just saying, like, she just seems to have energy even when she hasn't got energy. Whereas if she complained and said to the man, if he said, well, what's wrong? Why are you behaving in this way? Like, let's say she got angry because he was giving the answer, a short answer. She might say, how was your day? And he'll be like, it was okay. And then she might get grumpy and say, well, you never want to talk to me. And then he might say something, well, what's wrong? And then she might say, well, I'm really tired. And he'll come from that logical place, not that feeling space. And so he might say, well, why don't you go to bed? And of course, that opens a whole can of worms for the woman who is tired, but she also is wanting validation for what she's saying at the same time. So sometimes men miss the point here with women. Sometimes men kind of aren't ignoring you, but they don't want to use up their energy on things that they don't feel is necessary. And if they're really tired and they've come home from work, they're probably not going to be wanting to discuss things that aren't really important. So this is where in a relationship you can have a special time when both parties aren't tired and say, well, at lunchtime we might call one another or email one another and just quickly say, how are you going, sweetie? Yeah, I'm fine. How's your day going? If you were both at work or something, and you can have this allocated time for just checking in with one another and, sending a nice sweet message or something like that. You can also take the time, during the week to perhaps schedule like a meeting. I don't know if you want to call it a meeting because it sounds a bit too serious when you put that title on it, but you can schedule a time maybe on Sundays at 5 p.m. or something like that. You might want to just say, we're going to sit down and any issues we've both got that we want to talk out, we're going to do it then. So you both know that that's the time you're going to meet. If I've got an issue that you're not putting the trash out, or if you've got an issue that I'm not spending enough time off of my phone, or whatever it is, then these issues can be brought up then at an allocated time. And then the man feels like he knows when he's going to have to expend his energy into this part of the relationship, and the woman knows that she's going to have a place where she can voice what she needs to voice, during that part of the week, let's say. And it might be more than once a week, depending on how well you get along. All right, so this was all about energy, understanding men and women and how they perceive their own energy. Of course, it's general, and I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. If you've got any other topic ideas for my Understanding Men and Understanding Women video series, put them below, and I'm going to try and relate them to twin flames all of the time. In this case, I didn't really have to sort of bring up twin flames because I generally think that this is similar whether you're in a twin flame relationship or not. But, in general, I'm going to connect the dots to the twin flame journey as we go along. All right. So thank you for joining me, and I'm going to continue adding to this playlist in the series. So keep your eyes open. And if you haven't subscribed or liked or tapped the bell, tap the bell for notifications, then do so. And I really am glad that you're here and part of my channel. Alrighty, have a beautiful day, night, afternoon, evening, or morning, wherever you are in the world. And if you want to check out my other services, my description is in the description box below. Okay, bye everyone. Have a great day. Bye.